You're listening to the Jonesy's Jukebox on Indie 103.1, and we're here with Billy Zoom and Scene. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello.
Nice to have you here.
So far.
What are you guys doing? You doing some signing at Tower or something? You playing as well?
Well, yeah. Which do you want answered first? Tomorrow at Tower Records on the Strip. We're signing.
The new
whatever this is. It's the best.
It's got everything, right? Pretty much.
Well, I don't know if it's everything, but it's the best.
But it's a beautiful package.
Yeah. As you know, I only saw it for the first time about a minute ago. Yeah, it looks nice. There I am, yeah. Looks like me.
Do you still have that gold jacket?
Silver jacket?
Yeah.
That is in the EMP Museum up in Seattle.
Did you just give them that, or did they give you any money for it?
They give me money for it.
Good man.
Yeah, I did good on that.
Good man. That jacket reminds you. Do you remember Billy Fury?
Sure.
That reminds me. Whenever I used to see that jacket, reminds me of Billy Fury. He used to wear one like that.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that. Yeah.
And also in that not a documentary, a movie with David Essex. That'll Be the Day.
Yeah, great movie.
He's in that, Billy Fury.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, it's great.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
And Stardust was the
follow-up.
Yeah.
Which you can't get on DVD. I'm disappointed to say. But
actually, I have That'll Be the Day on DVD.
Yeah.
No, I have it on videotape.
But that's out on DVD. But Stardust ain't out on DVD.
Yeah.
So what's happening?
We're at Tower Records tomorrow.
Right.
And we got this new thing out that people are supposed to buy.
It's. Do you think you'll make any money off of that?
Somebody will. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Unfortunately. But you guys you're going to be playing as well next week or something.
We're playing, the Sunset Junction.
That's not next week, though.
That's not next week. What are we playing next week? Are we playing next week?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, a TV thing.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Greg Kilmore. Now, was it?
Kilborn. Kilroy was here. I don't know.
On the High Roads?
Well, it's one of those extremely late-night shows that, I don't know.
I get the impression you don't like playing.
I love to play.
You do?
Yeah.
But not television.
I'm always apprehensive about TV because usually the sound sucks. But we'll see. I haven't seen that show. Letterman was good. The rest of them kind of.
What was the one we did last year when we played the Sex Pistols? We did one of them Fandango shows.
Fandango.
On Hollywood Boulevard, out the back. Jimmy Kimmel. We did that one. But you know, you got them blokes coming around turning you down all the time, and you turn it back up, and it's always, it sounds awful when it comes out of TV. But what can you do? A lot of people are seeing you being awful. It's better than no one seeing you be good.
You think?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of people who have seen us be awful.
Yeah, it don't matter, does it? You guys are known, legendary LA band. What does it matter?
What does it matter?
Yeah, if you're good or bad.
If we're good or bad, or if you get recognized at all? It's
like Elvis. They don't care. They like you if you're fat, skinny, play terrible, you're good. Once you get to that stage, it don't matter, I don't think.
Because you're like legend in your own, just to come see you because you're famous and you, blah, blah, a long time ago did stuff.
Yeah, they already got, it ain't like you got to win respect off of people. You already got that, so.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a consolation,
So we can just relax and have fun? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's fit, yeah.
I couldn't stand Elvis after he got fat.
No.
It really disturbed me to see him.
I didn't mind the the Vegas times, but when he got really big at the end there, and he kept forgetting everything, and he was pouring a sweat, that was pretty sad. Even he couldn't hide the fact that he was in a lot of pain, But I didn't mind him, when he did, it was 72, when he did that reunion at the Caesars.
Yeah.
Have you seen that documentary? That's a great documentary.
I have, yeah.
That is brilliant. When they're showing you all the rehearsals, and then he does the shows. I love that. That's brilliant. What's it called? The Way We Were? What it was or something?
I don't remember. There's several of them out, and I know the one you're talking about.
That's great. Are you from LA?
Yeah, originally?
Yeah.
No.
Where are you
I
from?
came out in the late 60s.
From where?
I'm from the Midwest originally. Out in the boonies.
You didn't like it there?
It was really great till I was about 10 or 11. You know, it's outdoors, you know, it's real pretty, and there's a lot of space, and you can run around and do things that you can't do in a city. But, you know, once you hit puberty, it gets a little limiting.
Once you grow up
Little
at
dull.
10,
Yeah.
you start dating waitresses.
Dairy Queens.
Dairy Queens, yeah, on roller skates.
But I grew up on the Mississippi River, and that was fun, you know.
Mississippi. I'm trying to figure out where exactly you're from.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah,
Chicago.
actually I'm from about 30 miles north of Davenport. And then I sort of wandered down there because that was the nearest kind of a city, sort of, kind of.
Did you play guitar then, when you were still there? When did you learn? When
I
you picked up-
started playing guitar in 1954.
54, jeez.
Yeah.
So there.
It's a year before I was born.
Really?
55 I was born.
Yeah.
Well, you look great, mate.
Thank you. You're cute, too.
Thank you.
What are you doing after the show?
You sure you don't? You sure you can deal with that?
I'm working on one.
I'm shining my stomach out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what this is. This has got a life all of its own. This, because the rest of my body don't look like
Do you
this.
drink a lot of beer?
No, I don't. I haven't had a drink in 20 years.
I was going to say, I didn't think you drank, but you
Would you
get
like
a little
one?
bit of a beer gut
No.
going on.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. It's just like a spastic colon in there. It's like alive in there or something. It's like some weird thing. I don't know what it is.
Alien.
I can't even have liposuction because it's like a muscle. I don't think you can suck out muscles, can you? It's like weird. I don't get it.
I would mess with it.
No, some birds like it. 20-year-olds don't like it,
Well, they're boring.
but older birds don't mind it. More love to go around.
Yeah.
Should we play a song? What have we got there?
Are you going to play that X stuff?
We'll play some of that. Let me just play this song first, right? This is a
What
band
else you
called...
got?
This is a band called Paris, Texas, and this is Like You, Like an Arson. This is pretty rocking, this one. Take it away, me old son. Indy 1031, and that was X. Poor Girl was the name of that song. I'm just trying to figure out what album and when was that out.
Oh, it was one of those ones with
Cherokee. It was one of the Cherokee albums. Yeah.
Cherokee, which is a
Two
recording
albums.
studio here. I don't know.
I know where that is, on Sunset. I've been in there.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
what was it on Fairfax?
It was on Fairfax.
It was
It's
the
where-
Motley Crue running naked down the street studio.
Bowie did a bunch of his stuff there. Those.
So is it the one on Fairfax?
Station to Station,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I did Repo Man in there with Iggy Pop. Remember that song Repo Man from that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
soundtrack.
They're not a bad little studio.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yes, it is. I recorded with Henry Rollins for the West Memphis 3 benefit there.
Yeah.
The Black Flag. You guys play that?
TV party?
Yeah, but from the new, yeah.
82 or 83.
And then,
One of those two albums.
have you heard Henry Rollins' show
Mm-hmm.
on Mondays?
Yes,
He-
I have, yes.
What do you think?
He doesn't have an email address on the website.
He doesn't?
No.
What do you think of the show, though?
Oh, I only heard a little bit of it. I was in the car and I just happened to
Yeah.
catch part of it. Oh, that's Henry's show. Yeah.
Is he friends of yours from way back, Henry Rollins?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when he first moved out here, he used to read with me when he had longish hair. When he was at first in Black Flag, we used to do readings together. He is a great person. He's like published all these books of mine, and he's just really supportive of everything. You know, he's got this amazing record collection too of like cassettes of like live performances, and he's just a big music fan and appreciator of all things important, and it makes you feel good when he recognizes what you do, because I respect him a lot.
Does he know you're on here?
Does he what?
Does he know you're on here today?
I'm sure he listens to your show every day.
Well, everybody does.
Everybody does, and you know what? Thank you for it, because everybody's so excited that there's a good radio station finally.
But you know what's weird? Like, a lot of people say, yeah, Indy, the show, yeah. Whenever I drive around, I always like trying to find people who are listening to it. I never hear anyone listening to it.
They got their windows rolled up.
No, but I'm like listening. I'm like stopping at lights and like see if I can hear it anywhere, and I never hear it. So, I mean, I know obviously a lot of people like it because they come up to me and say they like it, but I never hear it. I'm dying to give someone a T-shirt at a traffic light,
Right.
you know, because they're playing the show. Or whatever.
You know, everybody's getting in their car. I mean, everybody
I always
ride
have
with.
it on. In fact, when I was on Joey Ramone's birthday, they were playing whole sets of Ramones, and I blew the whole left side of my car stereo out,
Yeah.
cruising along with it cranked.
You're a big Ramones fan?
Yeah, I'm a huge Ramones fan, yeah.
No, there's that show. Should we?
I said hello to Johnny,
Yeah.
our
He's
friend
listening.
Johnny Ramone.
He's
Yeah,
listening.
I'm sure he is.
Is that show happening for sure?
Johnny,
Can we talk about that or no?
Give us a call.
No. Okay.
Where do you
Oh,
live,
okay.
Exene?
Where do I live? I live at the beach. I've lived at the beach most of the time I've been here. I kind of bounce around a lot, but
Venice side or the other way?
well, there's only one. Yeah,
Venice.
beach. There's only one beach. I live by the ocean. I'm lucky. I like where I live.
You obviously don't want to say your address then.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm over there.
Do you know Pamela DeBars?
Well, I don't know her. I've met her. I like her.
She lives down there too.
She's friendly.
Just wondered if you might have seen her around. She lives down by there.
Yeah,
What else?
down by the beach.
What else is happening?
What? Wise guy.
So you're playing...
We're playing a bunch of shows.
Do you want to say where? Do you want to...
Oh, yeah, we're playing at the Sunset Junction in Silver Lake on August 22nd. And we're going to be at Tower Records tomorrow signing whatever people bring, which will probably be all kinds of weird stuff, I hope. Oh, Craig Kilborn, and I don't know. What else are we doing, Billy?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, we got a lot of other projects and stuff, but, you know, kind of side things. Shows we can't tell you we're playing yet, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like really fun stuff we can't talk about. And I don't know. That's it.
Do you like the MC5?
They're not my favorite band in the world.
I was up at... What reason I'm saying that? I was up at Mr. Ramone's house the other day, and he's got a documentary of it that ain't out yet, that's coming out. And I didn't know nothing about them. I just knew that one song, Kick Out of the Jams or whatever. And they're from Detroit. And it was a good lesson to see. I mean, for me, what's great about it is it's like one more band with all the personalities of the band members and you know, the dynamics and the scapegoat guy and the other guy and this guy. And all bands seem the same. Do you think you guys have your personalities?
Like the scapegoat guy.
Well,
I like
you know.
that. No, I like that. That's the dysfunctional family that is a band. Yeah. Well, I think the greatest bands have been, you know, when everybody has a personality and not just like the front person.
Right.
You know, of course, obviously, but I guess we do. I mean, John and I were married for a little while, so you know we had that to deal with. But
Was that weird when you guys separated and still was in the band?
yeah, it was a weird time for the whole band. I think at that point.
When
you
was
know,
that? What year was that?
85-ish, I think.
And how long was you with him for prior to that?
You know, we met right when we both moved here, so we knew each other since '76. So we'd been hanging out together before. But you know, that is a little odd. But you know, that time was so amazing too, because there was such a ball of confusion and so many weird personalities and so many cities and so much excitement and youth and craziness that, you know, people's personalities kind of got blurred in the mix of the whole range of people that we were part of, you know. So we could be somewhat dysfunctional, but you know, it kind of just blended into the blur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was like, you know.
I find it difficult being in a band. You know?
Why is that? What are you like a perfectionist person or?
I'm a Virgo, if that means anything.
Let's see.
Oh, brother.
But it just, but I don't know, it's all right when you're 20 and you're in the back of a van driving around all over the place. You kind of get on with it. And then you start finding who you are. And then I think that's when problems arise, when everyone starts getting a bit of press here and that person gets a press and a few knuckleheads tell you, well, you don't need them, you should be the singer, and blah, 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 blah. And all the rest of it, and then you still don't know what you're doing. You're still a confused person.
Well,
I'm talking about myself, and then it's just one whole big dysfunctional family, like you say. It seems like all bands are like that.
Well, we had...
Unless you're the Osmonds.
We had that weird thing going on, too, with half the media saying we were geniuses and we were the #1 record in the country, and then a lot of the media saying we were terrible, and, not a lot of no commercial success. And so you kind of had to realize that you had to disregard every opinion, because if you believed you were great, you had to believe you were terrible, and... That messes people up, too. So I just always kind of ignored everything people said and thought it was all just insanity, Even, rock journalism.
Yeah.
Back then, there were some really great people writing, but,
Do you guys, when you wrote songs, did you split it all 4 ways, or did the songwriter take? Because that's a good one to get some...
What do you mean, royalties?
That's a good one to get some resentments going. Like when someone writes a song, that person just gets the songwriting for it, and the other three are kind of like looking around, wondering what's going on when there's one bloke.
Well, I don't know if people care, but John and I wrote the songs, and then Billy and DJ made them like great songs.
Well,
so we wrote like lyrics, and then they wrote like the riffs or whatever. But
the music,
exactly. But I don't know.
Because we split our stuff for whoever wrote it, and that was a good thing for our favour, because that stops a lot of resentment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know that it matters, since we never made any money. Who wrote what? You know. So
you never know, though. Some car commercial might want to use something.
Yeah, I want Windex to use our song "Blue Spark."
Windex.
Housewife like Blue Spark. Because it's blue, it makes the glass all sparkly.
Right.
A nice little housewife song.
We did a beer commercial once.
What beer was it? Do you remember?
Budweiser. We did a Bud commercial.
What song they use?
It sounded like, we did it.
You wrote a song for them?
It sounded like our version of Wild Thing. I have it on CD, you want to hear it?
Do you? Yeah. Is there any...
You mean it's not on our
Is there any profanity in it?
Absolutely not.
Let me have it, please.
You don't really have it.
I absolutely do, yeah.
They did not put our Budweiser commercial on that.
I thought they should have.
Record.
I thought that was one of our better
must have
recordings, actually.
I think we actually have sponsorship by Budweiser, don't we?
Do we?
So we're good.
See, it was okay to do a Budweiser commercial because we drank,
You know what, love? It's
so
okay to do any...
much.
In my book, it's okay to do any
Bud
commercial. If you can make a few bucks, it's all right with me. Forget all that selling out stuff. That's a load of nonsense.
You want to play it? There are like 6 versions. They're all almost the same. Just play the first one.
Aye.
If we got to go to commercials, we'll play it when we get back, all right?
Can you just add it to the end of the commercials, and then, people will think it's real commercial, and
they'll love it,
be tuning
Budweiser.
in late.
You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on Indie 103.1, and an extra little Budweiser commercial by X at the end.
We want money for that, and I want beer.
Mm-hmm.
Did they pay you good for that?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, good.
More than we ever made making records.
All right. I know, it's funny. I know. What song we got lined up? We got another...
Yeah.
Hungry Wolf, yes.
Hungry Wolf. Should we give that a whirl? You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on Indie 103.1 with X here, Billy Zoom and X Scene, and we were talking about you. Oh, who was that? That was Hines, right? And
that was Hines,
and that was
Richie Blackmore guitar.
I'm Not a Bad Guy with Richie Blackmore guitar.
Yeah, I believe so.
Wild. Hines was a bloke like in the 50s in England. I don't even know if that was his real name. His real name was probably Colin Smith. But they tried to make him into like a German-looking kind of sex object. But it was he's
died
cool.
That sounds scary.
Yeah. It's funny though. I like that song. And before that was Madison Time by the Ray Bryant Combo, which is off the Hairspray soundtrack. And before that, what was the
What? Hungry Wolf.
I think.
Hungry Wolf we played? That's it. Now you said you did a Jerry Lewis.
Not a Jerry. I wish we'd done a Jerry Lee Lewis telethon. That would have been much more fun.
That would have been much more fun.
We did the Jerry Lewis muscular dystrophy telethon in probably 1980 or something like that.
And how was that?
It was
We did our song, and when we were finished, Jerry Lewis said, I can't do this as a visual, because it's the only time I've ever seen him speechless. He just gave us this look of shock and horror, and couldn't talk for a few seconds.
And he stared into the camera and was completely quiet for like 30 seconds. It was very odd. And then the chimps came on after us, I think. Or they came on before us. I think we had to follow an animal act.
Now,
But that was the old Las Vegas. We stayed at Caesar's Palace. It was still that really great. Like my room, I remember, had yellow wallpaper in the bathroom with brown silhouette couples in sexual positions.
I did get
Those
to
were the
hang out with
days.
Annette Funicello a little bit, though, which probably doesn't mean anything to you because you're English, but she was the girl on the Mickey Mouse Club with the one that the one that started developing first.
Yeah.
And we all watched her
Yes.
develop. And everybody had a crush on her when I was a little kid.
Was Jerry Lewis, was he developed at this stage?
He was not to the extent that he is now.
He's he went,
Yeah, I know. He looks like, yeah.
You think a bloke like that would have a sense of humor?
But what about
one
that?
would
Have
think.
you ever heard about that movie he made that's never come out, where he plays a clown in a concentration camp, and his job is to lead the children into the gas chambers by making them laugh and not feel so bad? Serious. It's a really
You're kidding me.
much sought after movie that no one's ever seen, but it does exist. He made it and produced it, and it's supposed to be really crazy.
Not funny. Or is it funny?
I don't think it's funny, but I mean, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but just the concept is just so. What was
Well, it weren't much different than that, was it? Really?
what?
When the Germans said, leave your suitcases outside, you'll pick them up when you get outside.
Yeah, but Jerry Lewis, as a clown leading you into the gas chambers, that you should try to find. I think we should try to find that.
Is it out? Is it available?
No, he won't let anyone see it.
Do you know what it's called?
I used to know what it was called, but I've forgotten now.
Follow Me.
Maybe someone can
Clown?
call in and get a free CD of like our new.
I know what it's called. Tears of a Clown.
Could be. It probably is.
You can't give a CD away to a caller because we don't know the right answer, and people could call in and make.
We're gonna believe-
Well, I guess they deserve one for.
Hey, if they call in and they know about this, see, blink, blink, blink.
There you
If they
go.
know what this movie is called and they know what I'm talking about.
or if you can make up a good
We got
a
five
good name.
And you get a
CDs.
CD thing.
5X CDs to give away if you got the answer to the Jerry Lee Lewis Jewish.
No.
Jerry Lewis.
Now I'm going to have this odd
Jerry Lewis gas
Jerry
chamber
Lewis
movie.
transfer.
There's a big difference.
Very big difference.
Jerry Lee Lewis is cool.
Very big difference. You know what? I used to think he was funny in his early days when he used to do Jerry Lewis when he did his funny
Oh,
stuff.
him. I don't think he was too funny.
Then he seemed to turn into a bitter man. Got very bitter.
Those funny guys often are, I think.
Who was that on the phone? you
Dean
first
left
spoke
him.
to?
Yes, exactly.
What was that first caller saying to you, Billy?
That was a woman who brought her daughter to backstage to meet us when we played in Agora Hills. Remember her?
Yeah.
She brought her daughter into the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. She's nice. I've talked to her a couple times. She's nice.
So, but not in 1987 or something. We actually remember because that was the last show we played. Or
Yeah, it was
pretty recently,
Yeah.
okay.
What are we doing, Shovel?
We're going to give away
Commercials?
CDs.
We're going to give... Oh, yeah. That's the quiz. 877-4LA-1031. This is a rebroadcast. You're not going to win nothing. The competition's already over. You should have been listening at 12. We got 5X new CDs that they're going to be signing tomorrow. But we're going to be giving...
Tomorrow at Tower at 3.
Tomorrow at 3, but
Yeah.
we're going to be giving 5 away now if you can give us the answer to the Jerry Lewis movie that is with the gassing and the Germans and the thing.
Or just make a good one up.
Yeah. So there you go. Is it that time for commercials? And thanks for listening. Hello. He's playing with me knobs here. Everyone... Yeah.
I didn't do your knob.
So I didn't move it.
I've not touched your knob.
I guarantee you did. I promise you did. We're back here. Jonesy's Jukebox, and we're almost coming to the end, and we have X here. Billy Zoom and Xene, thank you for coming. Send your pledges. Send your pledges.
Send your pledges in to us.
Just show up tomorrow and bring cash.
Like those little offertory envelopes at the Catholic Church that you put in the basket. Just 10% of what you make.
Do you think you should? This is something I've been thinking about. You know, like baseball players and all that, when they have these conventions where they sign their autographs and they sell them. Do you think musicians should do the same thing? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think autographs is an odd concept anyway. And I wish it didn't exist because I think it's kind of a weird thing. But no, I don't think people should sell their autograph. You should just
I
not
would
do
feel
it.
very peculiar. I'd feel funny about asking people, but I think I could get used to it.
Yeah.
But I'd feel funny at first.
Maybe if it was just like $1 or something.
Well, because you got that now because of the internet, you got all them blokes. There's like a whole unit of them, and they stand outside restaurants where celebrities are, and they stand there and they get your signature, and then they go straight to someone and get online. Do you want to buy so and so's? I just got it. Yeah, I'll buy it in England for 20. But it's like this whole network. That bugs me. I don't know why. I get very annoyed with that.
It's very annoying, and also they take your picture when you're signing it to prove that it's really you because there's so many fake. It's really odd.
I don't know why that bugs me so
like
much.
trafficking in human souls. A forgery? What? I didn't forge.
Send your pledges to Jonesy's Jukebox, and I'll give it to X. When you send it to me, I'll give them the money. Okay, we have winners, and we think the movie that Jerry Lewis was in, the one where he's leading Jews into the gas chamber, is called, what was it called?
The Day the Clown Cried.
The day...
Is it the day the
that was
clown
it.
stood still?
That was it. The Day Jerry Cried.
It's all about him.
It's all about Jerry, not the 10 million Jews who died, but about him.
Right.
The day he was upset with doing that. So we have the winners. The winners are, the winners won the X new box set, would you call it, or a double CD of X that just come out, which they're going to sign tomorrow at Tower Records. Michael Sheehan, the winner. Brian Bradford, Mark Polinsky or something. Blip, 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 blip. Fred Jensen and Earl Monroe. You're the lucky or unlucky winners, whatever way you want to look at it.
You don't think there's any chance that Jerry Lewis listens to this show, do you?
Jerry Lee?
No, Jerry Lewis. I'm sure Jerry Lee does.
I wouldn't. I think this would be the last thing in the world he'd be listening to, Jerry Lewis.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
He's probably listening to himself right now on Jerry Radio. Anyway, we're going to end it there, and we're going to go out with a request by X. They want to hear a Sex Pistols song. No, they do.
No, we changed our mind. We want to hear the Clash instead.
Oh, the Clash song. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. They
I don't know what
same thing.
They did want the Sex Pistols, then they changed it to the Clash. Billy was humming it in my head, and I think I got it right. I think it was Safe European Homes. And I will see you all again Monday. Do you want to say bye?
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, maybe not, someday.
Come down tomorrow to Tower.